Is this thing on? Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Wednesday Waffle. I haven't done one of these for a little while, and also the standing joke is that this is the Wednesday Waffle, and it's Thursday. It's just how we roll. But good to see you. Thank you for tuning in. Normally, I've only done a few of these, but normally I do them and only make them available to my members, the Red Knights, whether they're on Patreon or YouTube memberships or hidden in Discord, wherever we amalgamate everything together, or not, as the case may be. But I thought I would stick this one on the wider YouTube, because I've got back into making more YouTube content. Shot a couple of vlogs, which hopefully you've seen. I've kind of chopped some of those up and put them onto TikTok, so hopefully you might have seen some of them as well. Like, I'm trying to make them quite fun, between funny in a way and informative, kind of. So some have done all right on TikTok. Nothing like viral, but like some have had like 5,000 views, which is a lot for me. And some have got like the basic 200. So we're still dabbling with that kind of stuff and integrating everything. And it's all about reusing content. That's what they all say. So that's basically what that's been going on. So I've been putting a bit of effort into that. But one of my main bits of effort that I've put into content recently is my first zine. Excuse me. Excuse me. One of the things that quite surprised us is talking to some people that aren't from the UK, or well, specifically this guy was from Canada. He didn't know what a zine was. So once we'd got over that, so maybe it's not the entire world knows what a zine is. So in my case, a zine is a small publication. In my case, the one I'm bringing out, 16 internal pages, an extra 4 pages because of it, like inside and outside covers. So I've got one coming out. Pre-orders start on Saturday, so that'll be Saturday the 13th of July. And there is only going to be 100 available. 20 of them will have a special edition, which will include 3 small prints. It will be A5 sized, so if you don't know what A5 size is, here's a sheet of paper. If we turn that in half, it's going to be that big. Can you tell I've been doing some printing because this is a test page. Nozzle checks. Wasting ink, wasting paper. So yes, I'll be opening pre-orders sometime on Saturday, depending on what time I get out of bed, what time I get everything all linked together, and final decisions made and all that kind of stuff. So if you are interested in such a thing, get out of bed sharp on Saturday, just in case they might go quickly. I don't think they will. I haven't been on the internet long enough or often enough recently to have any kind of residual knowledge of anybody knowing about me. So I'm really, this is like a last minute marketing blitz, not even a blitz, to get the word out. So just to make them available. So the zine actually came about from the workshop that me and Rob Knight did back in May. One of the exercises that we gave the clients was to analyse everybody else's work and put it into a sequence. So taking images of each person that was attending, sequencing something out for them. So it might have been a zine, it might have been a collection for a website, it might have been like boards, like a mock exhibition, and letting the clients sequence everything, choose the images, and I provided my image as well for them to work on as well. So what came out of it was quite a nice little collection, and their idea was it should be a zine. They chose the cover, they chose the sequence of all the images, so everything in the zine that you will see if you buy it, all the images were chosen by the clients, sequenced by the clients, so they considered how each image worked together or filled pages. So you'll see that some are joined together, some are separate, some are themed. There's almost like a running theme and also purposeful blank pages as a break to the next stage, this kind of stuff. All really interesting stuff. And obviously all that came from Rob's side of the educational part of the workshop, because I don't think of things like that. So for me, it was a great, lovely, nice, easy way of creating a little zine that I could make available to yourselves. So one of the big things is, obviously, it is not going to be ICM photography. It is normal representational photography. But if you know me, it's looking at the slight abstracts and interesting things going about. So it's not landscapes or this kind of stuff. It is very much textures, how things interact, various elements interacting with each other, and also this. It's called dalliances with echoes. One of the things I always use in my website, especially, is for showing off my work that's not ICM photography. I always name it dalliances. So there's a gallery on my website called Dalliances, and it's all sharp photography, or photography that is not what I'm known for. So they came up with the theme of echoes, and echoes through time, echoes of reflection, and they came up with it all. It was wonderful. I didn't really have to think of anything, a theme, or I just sat back and listened to them talk about it. It was very, very interesting. So anyways, that's the background. So we'll, as I say, it'll be available for pre-order on Saturday the 13th at some stage during the day, and then delivery I should start shipping them out hopefully around the middle of August. So at the minute they will be retailing at £7.50 each, plus postage and packing. Obviously, depending on where you are in the world, that's going to vary. So just go on the website, and when they're released, go on the website and check out to see how much it's going to be anyway. And the special edition with the three mini prints, three A5 prints. So again, that kind of size. I think they're £37.50. And again, plus postage and packing. So just something a little bit extra for those that might want it. Because the three images that I've chosen to go as prints, I really quite like. So obviously, otherwise I wouldn't have made them available. So that's that. So that's the flogging bit. So anyways, Wednesday Waffle is generally about what's gone on in the previous week for maybe me personally, or my view on the world, that kind of thing. But obviously, since I last did one, which I think might have been sometime in June, quite a lot's going on, but we're just going to stick to the last few days. No, obviously, we had a big general election here in the UK, and it's just so nice to have a change of government, even if they end up doing a terrible job. It's just nice to have a change. That's pretty much all I'll say about it. Things are looking hopefully a little bit more positive. I know we're only a few days in, but they're not tearing each other apart or running the company. That's basically what the Tories were doing, running it like a company badly. But hopefully they said that they're going to run Parliament, run the government to benefit the country. Like I say, the Tories, they ran everything to benefit them and their paymasters, basically. And I think that's basically where everybody's got quite sick of them. And whether you voted for the Labour government or whether you voted as a tactical vote to get the Tories out, then we've got to do with what we've got now and make the best of it. And hopefully they do, as they promised to do. Hopefully they do run it for us and not for the owners of the Daily Mail or the Telegraph or hedge fund owners and all of that kind of stuff. Just run it for the little people. That's a good thing. It's a good way of running things. The rich people, they've already got money. It's the little people. We haven't got the money. We want more money. Take it off them boys up there. Right, anyways, that's politics out of the way. The other great thing is football. England are into the final of the Euro 2024. Surprisingly, because I don't watch a lot of football, but I did watch most of the group games, which were like pulling teeth, and all the qualification things has been very stressful. And then finally in the semi-final, was it yesterday, day before? Can't remember whatever day it was. Was yesterday. Yes, it was yesterday. We won. We beat the Dutch. And we actually played quite well, most surprising under Southgate coaching management style. Thankfully, we've got lots of talented players playing for England these days. So yeah, we did a job. We've got the final on Sunday, which is going to be stressful. Let's just hope that they score a couple early doors, and then we don't have to really stress. Have I got a good feeling about this? We can be hopeful. My heart says yes. My head says Spain have been very good the entire tournament. So by all accounts, I haven't watched any of the games, but by all accounts they've been great. Played really well all through the games. So let's hope they fail at the last hurdle, is all I can say. So the just big excitement about that. And sticking to the world of sport, another sport is a momentous occasion currently going on at Lord's is Jimmy Anderson's final test match. 188 tests, 21 years he's played for England, and obviously me being 47, when he made his debut, I was 26, and I've watched a lot of cricket over the years, listened to a lot of cricket over the years. So I've listened, because I haven't been a Sky subscriber for all that time. I've listened to a lot of his wickets if I haven't watched it, and it's been just 21 years, been a huge part of my sporting outlook. So to see somebody of his legendary status bowing out finally, 702 wickets he's on at the minute. He took another 2 today. I think it was 2 today. So he might have 702, 703. Anyways, like most test wickets by a seamer. I was going to say a fast bowler. He was faster when he was younger. He's not so fast now. But yeah, what a legend. And kind of, this is going to go in with the next thing I was going to mention, but because of all the, I was going to say pomp and circumstances, but because of everybody paying tribute to him, there was a moment before the start of play yesterday where his family got to ring the bell for the start of play, and his 2 daughters, his wife, his mum and dad, and I could feel myself welling up watching on telly. So what he must have been feeling like, how he wasn't have tears streaming down his face, I don't know. But yeah, Jimmy, we're gonna miss you, is all I can say. But the other thing is about a horrendous thing that happened yesterday, again semi-sport related, is one of the racing commentators for, I think, BBC Sky, his wife and 2 daughters were murdered yesterday. Was it Tuesday night? I think it all came out yesterday. Horrendous situation. And what made me really well up was listening to Mark Chapman, who I think he introduced the radio coverage of last night's football match, and like paying tribute to John Hunt and his family on the radio before the match started. Hearing him breaking up really, really badly, because he's had a tragic situation of his. I think his wife died of cancer some years ago now. Like all these younger people, and having a colleague, having something like that happening, having that happen to a colleague must be horrendous. But yeah, listening to them, I was getting choked up. So it's been an emotional time, in good ways, but also on the negatives as well. It's just a horrendous situation that happened Tuesday night, and just, well, anybody that has their family taken away from them by whatever means is horrible. So yeah, that's pretty much all I really wanted to be mentioning in this week's, or this Wednesday Waffle. I don't know when the next one will be out, but I just thought I would get on here and get one recorded and get it online as soon as I remember, because half the time I remember on about a Friday and I'm thinking I can get away with it on a Thursday, but putting a Wednesday Waffle out on a Friday is pushing it a little bit, and then it goes on to the next week and then I forget as well. But yeah, so yeah, I'm just busy with, at the minute, trying to market this zine. I'm working on a few other things in the background, but hopefully we'll be back out when the weather bloody improves, because it's hopefully when the weather improves, we'll get back outside and making some images, and hopefully back with some more videos as well. Also, before I go as well, if you've been on my live streams recently, you'll know that I'm praising the use of Adobe software. So I've decided I'm going to ditch the full package, and I'm just going to use Photoshop and Lightroom. I'm just going to go down to the photo package and get rid of the full lot. But Affinity at the moment, who have, they're owned by they're owned by Canva now. Was it used to be Serif or whatever? Anyways, they produce Affinity Photo, Affinity Designer, blah blah. That package of stuff. That is currently, you can trial it for 6 months. So if you want to give it a go, now is the time. And I think if you trial it for a bit, you've got so long, and then you can buy it for half price. I think that's what the deal is. I haven't actually looked. I haven't got around to buying it. I trialed it for for 1 hour, and I haven't got around to pulling out my credit card yet, because my credit card is empty. So yes, and you're skinned as per usual. Right, I've kept you here long enough, because we're up to 17 minutes. That is far too long for a waffle. So thank you very much for getting this far. If you did, well done to you. If you have, I must really cut these shorter and not waffle as long. Right, anyways, till the next one, keep hard. See yous.